back to the FTS. We are here at Denver for race 16. Quick look qualifying. And back up the board we go. Here we go. We're continuing the round of 12. Everybody is going to try and have a good one here. This is a big oval track. So high speeds and a lot of battling down the straights. The Puff is going to lead us to the green flag to kick off the Toyota 250. Here we go. Plenty of movement, but the Puff takes the early lead so far. Looking at these wide corners to see who's got the best arc through it. And 19 Billy Mays is going to take the lead. Little bed sheet mixing it up in the top 5. Trying to have enough grip to get through 3 and 4 because it's all about making it through the corner. But once you get to the straightaway, that's when you have a lot of speed. There they go. First lap beat for everybody here. There's your top 10s. They're going to go 4 wide through here. The 52 is not having a good time up top. Iris has got down to the bottom, just trying to keep inside the top 10. Ooh, look out, everybody here. Fred Jones holding decent right now. They're going to get more spread out as the day goes on, unless a caution happens, but they're just trying to play it smart early on. 71, Star getting down low. Relatively singled out near the front. So it'll be tough to see anyone else take the lead from the 19, especially if you're not already up there. But that's the way it is. No, 71 did not have a good corner. 18 of Morshoe racing low. I think the 1's going to try and take the lead here. Look out near the front. I think that's Benny Scholl trying to race on the bottom. This isn't going to happen here. Whoa, the 19 fighting back. They're both trying to exit the corner well, but the 19 has to concede there. Bedsheet trying to move up. The Puff in top 5 there. Yeah, now you can see who's getting to the front for the time being. This could be a potential 3 wide on corner exit. Oh, Bedsheet middle of 3. We're just trying to see. I think the Puff really loses distance down there if he can't find anyone to help him on that low side. Yeah, I think that's what's really losing him in the corner there. But Bedsheet has a good exit. He'll definitely make it. At least try to contend for the lead here. They're packing up behind him. Has to navigate the corner about as carefully as they can. The high side just has decent organization near the front, but the 95 on the way back. Yeah, see, can't quite get there, so the one's gonna run out pretty good. And the puff is trying to soldier alone on the low side, thinking he can just take the shortest distance around to get as best he can. The 19 of Billy Mays really starting to struggle out there. Morshoe is taken third. One playoff driver we have not seen at all today is J Money. Relatively back there a bit with the other guys. Whoa. Big checkup. Here, maybe. Whoa! The 33 in the grass is going to save it. The 14 Darkest Presence, that was close, but Derek Baum did not want to see that. I think he might have a problem. I think that might have been the reason he checked up, but 33 had an issue the entire time. As the field is going right on by him. Catching back up here with some guys in the back. We'll have to take a look what position the 33 comes across the line. It's not looking good. Being scored in the 31st position, 33rd actually. Not a good look. 75's got a decent truck. Whoa, watch those exits there. Darkest Presence had to adjust there. As Morshoe has now slammed himself into the lead. 18 holding out there. Billy May is fighting back. Maybe he's got more tire left than the guys around him. The one's got speed coming up. Whoa. I was about to say, what about Beach Brutus trying to make it 3 in a row, but the 04 fighting hard as well. Never know what you're going to get out of this. The 19 is down there with the 1, but I think he's not going to be able to follow through as well as the 1 is. Morshoe not quite able to get back in line. Maybe he can. No, he's not going to clear himself. Fred Jones in the mix. 86 is there. Oh, the 18 really didn't have good entry. The 66 of Rats Tyrell has kind of been playing it safe, letting the other playoff drivers have at it. The 14 is somebody who's always finds himself in a pretty big traffic hole right here. He's got to dodge around and not cause any more trouble than he already has. They're packing up back here as well. The 33 is trying to pass all these guys, and Hampter having a rough day. Kind of just the way the 46 crumbles, I guess. Look at Fred Jones. 86 coming up to the front. The Puff has a lot of exit momentum. Let's see what he could do with it. Maybe 1, 2, 3 wide at the line almost. Maybe Fred Jones might try and take high. We'll see what 25 can do. Oh, Benny up a track a lot there. That could have been bad if there was somebody a little further back there. Oh, does the 1? Is he taking it easy? Or is there something wrong with him? Those closing rates on exit are just so fast that it really becomes difficult to catch if you're not prepared. So the quick reaction times of our drivers here is really impressive on display. Maybe there's a lot of single file. They want to take it easy. Not really wanting to rock the boat here. The 71 is come up to the top 3, but has a bad corner entry. Not going to be able to get much out of it. Whoa. Is that stacking up by C, or you can't put everybody on one lane, and when they check up, that all just creates that accordion that really upsets all the drivers in that lane. So that's how some of the high side drivers like 71 are able to hang at least a little bit. The 1's hanging up there too. Bedsheet in the top 10 still. I think some of these high flying faces that we've seen try to take the lead. They don't go away. They just reload for another run. There's a scramble where the leaders are, as Dirtman 5 and the Puff have no help behind them, at least for the time being. Can the 5 get good cornering to actually take the lead this time? There's like it's been good so far, but I do not believe that perfection is in the cards for these drivers. Billy Mays, bottom of 3, with a huge run. He's got to take it somewhere, but it doesn't go. Dirtman 5 once again, continuing to deny the Puff a cleared lane. Maybe. I think 25 has it, though. Now the tires are going away. That's really starting to create a mismatch of various grip levels that these drivers are dealing with. Like once we get far beyond 22nd place, it really, see the timing begins to fall off there. Especially for Dingus and Dongus, they're close getting lapped down. I think they've actually both pitted. Might have been the first ones to pit road, but it really shows that they are very close to the edge of the run there, and that they need to maybe think about pitting. Maybe the more drivers in their draft, they were able to save more fuel compared to those two. Like if you're running like behind the driver, you can probably get a lap or two saved. As whoa, they're coming in. It's going to be the whole 9 yards, I believe. everybody. Yeah, not a single soul stayed out. Okay, maybe that's a lie. Maybe it got a couple drivers pitted earlier, though. Let's see where Morshoe comes out. Morshoe, Wolf Van Halen, the first two to pit on the other cycle. Pit entry, pit exit. Morshoe, Wolf Van Halen currently rounding 3. The Puff is on lap 19. He's got to get going here. The going's going to be good. There's the Puff. Getting back out there. The 36 is a lap down. Oh, a 95 slipped out of the entry lane. You know, they try to follow the entry lane, but they're not perfect sometimes. But the 25 is going to get back out there. Puff leads us here. So it's going to be a 2-stop race if it goes green to the end. They're only running about 18 laps at most. That is going to be tough. But Wolf Van Halen and Morshoe, they've certainly made it up. As Dirtman trying the high side for once. There is the 36 of Window Liquor that they are going to come in lap soon. Yeah, those in the lead pack right now, they're only really the ones you gotta worry about. It only goes back to about 15 seconds. Everyone's on the lead lap. Well, okay, the 36 is in the process of getting lapped. All right, and then there were 41 trucks in the lead lap. Wolf Van Halen really getting to know the 36 a little too well. The top 6 really are what it's going to be. Darkest Presence in 7th, trying to run him down, just can't seem to get what he can. The 5 and the 25s are probably going to be the two fighting for this win here. There's the 45. I think one of them is going to get stuck behind him. I think it might be the 25. No, the 5. He goes up. The turtle slow. Not really giving the right lane that those leaders want. Morshoe's got a horse in this race. He's going to try and move him up track a bit, get to his low side, and get right on through. 45's a lap down. All right, that just leaves the next lapper about half a lap back. They'll probably lap those two again before they even get to anyone else. Or the race will be over. Who knows? Time for a playoff analysis here. Beach Brutus in 8th place. He is as good as anyone can be. Iris, top 10 run. Pretty solid. Queso has kind of worked his way into a bad spot. Currently sitting in the 21st position and battling. Fred Jones is doing all right, I guess. As you see, the Puff is pretty obviously working in that lead group, but these 6 are all going to be fighting for it. Darkest Presence in the top 10. Derek Baum The driver who probably needs that caution the most, currently sitting in the 37th position. Not a good run for a 33 team. The 66 is sitting 17th. J Money and Fred Jones there around them. The 52 is just outside the top 10. Billy Mays is in the top 10. And let's take a look at where that Dirtman 5 is. Whoa! The Puff just about got turned by Morshoe, but the 25 is going to soldier on. And he is kind of dropped back beyond the top 5, but he's going the right direction. Morshoe just about ended the 25's day. That 18 is doesn't really take prisoners. He doesn't give credit. What? I just realized Big Biff is having a solid standout run. He's already has a couple top 5s, and he is looking for another one. It's surprising what some of these moderately sized teams can do. And the lead group may have just congealed with a slightly bigger group. Looking everyone backed about Billy Mays sitting 11th, kind of running in a position where they could try and draft up and take it. The 04 just hoping he can have a good finish. He has not had it good. They are 4, potentially 5 wide. Dirtman going way out. See ya later. Beach Brutus way down low. They're giving each other room. Room to work. And the Puff is caught back up to Morshoe. Now, 25 doesn't take too kindly to other people getting in his way on the road. He's going to long john at bottom of 3. With no help there, Razor is absolutely given a big send on the high side. We haven't talked much about the 52. He's just hanging fine, and now he's up here with them. They're starting to get slightly more spread out as they picked up some of the faster members of the group that was trying to catch the leaders. But now that they are the leaders, like that 95 is working overtime to get up to the front. And now she's out there. The Puff is pretty fast. I have to be at least a little bit scared of him. 14 Darkest Presence, he's at least making his way to a position where he can get something going. They're all very close to each other. There's no clearance. The 25 bobbled a bit. Has to settle in line. And the 14 has to make a pretty desperate lunge to try to clear of a 95. 95 walks it up a bit. Oh, big ups by the 25. Another 3 wide, potentially 4 wide going into entry. Oh, we got a wreck in the back behind him. That is Queso. Shit. They're all avoiding him. And that is a caution. All right. But 99 goes around. Oh. Oh, rats. in the 66. Rats was the first one to really do it there. Rats Tyrell, J Money. Rat saves it, but Queso nowhere to go. All the contact off Bernice White. That really gonna damage them a lot. Everyone else trying to avoid it does a solid job. As Queso comes across 35th right now. An unscheduled pit stop for Joe Mama. I guess she was so fat she could make it to the end of that one before the caution came out. As they make it through, they soldier on with Darkest Presence leading. All right. All right, full pit road. Let's put him up. Joe Mama stays out because already pitted, and then those lap cars of Bingus and Bongus. Yeah, Turtle Slow and Window Licker. Oh, we got somebody just grenaded on pit road. It's Howard Pavilion. It looks like the smoke from the 90 is really being annoying here, as we're going to see some drivers come in, drivers get out. I think Iris had the best pit stop there. 95, 14, 5, 04. I don't know who's coming next, but here they all come. J Money, not really having the best stop. Where that 33 came out relatively far back. As Queso is going to get the repairs on that thing. Joe Mama is actually behind Window Licker and Turtle Slow. Howard Pavilion is out with a header issue. So, in the meantime, thankfully the two slowest trucks on the track decided to pit so they can have fresh stuff and be back. The 2 truck is already pitted up, but he's 2 laps down to this point. So this means that your top 10 are listed here, and that it's going to be a short dash to the finish. I don't expect this to go green to the end. I just don't. However, I can say this. It's going to be well fought to the very end. By the way, anyone not in the top 10, they're in the top 20 listed here. So, bring out your dead. Let's go get this green, green, green flag. Back in the air. Oh, that lapper is going to be annoying. Oh, no. The 2 is going to really do some damage on this restart. And Dirtman, Iris, they're pulling away. Wolf Van Halen third. And the rest of the pack is way off in the distance. They're trying to work with 2, but it just ain't happening. Dirtman going for the lead. He probably needs this more than anyone else near the front here. Look at the 14. He's running low. As things begin to get really crazy. Iris still has the high side. Darkest Presence, no help. The Puff got a decent run. Oh, they're trying to fit them all in there. The 71 can't really go there. Dirtman's got the clearance. As the field shapes up for a crazy one. Limited laps left. Look at what is going on. The 25. Here comes the 14. Oh, everyone's stacking up the 5 up the track. Oh, they're trying to squeeze for it. Just got to run them down. Oh, we got a spinner in the back. Ball sack. They will not throw a caution. Ball sack will get rolling again. Five more times around. Oh, Iris is going off the bumper a star. And that's going to be a big wreck. Dirtman's around. Oh! Purple Bottom is flying. Rats is destroyed. Oh god, Turtle Slow he's not slow going into that one. They're still wrecking. The Puff gets back to the line. Big wreck. Alright, what happened to Ball Sack? That was a no call there. What happened was Ball Sack just hits the wall and goes for a simple spin in the dirt by Bunger, but no caution there. It's the Iris one that's big right here. Iris was racing top 5. Coming around here, Star just misjudges it ever so slightly. It sends Iris into the outside wall, and that's going to create a huge wreck. Dirtman nowhere to go. Purple Bottom plowing into it. God, Rats, Joe Burrow. I can't tell who all is involved in that one. I think Bernie's White hits. Bedsheet gets a piece of it. Dirtman 5 trying to get back up to speed here. Here comes Turtle Slow. He hits Curbio. There's Queso again. So, huge incident taking out a bunch of cars. That might be the race ender. I think it is. And that's how the race is going to end. A huge laundry list of destroyed vehicles. Oh. Yeah, there was a lot of checking up they had to do there in order to get through, but there's only about 30 trucks left. There's a list of dead. 22, 02, 46, 95, 99, 5. It's going to be crunch time on the final round here. Well, one driver won't have to worry about elimination. It's the Puff, who will take a silent but deadly win at Denver. Man, they tore up a bunch of shit. Squargly coming in for repairs. Bro, it's dead. Don't have to worry about it. That is all we have for this race. Looking at all the finishers. Holy cow. Yep, that's everything. Till next time, take care.